When you go back, Eamon, to the Japan game, when they were in trouble, Chadley came on and Fellaini came on and made a massive impression on that match, and it's a big reason that they're here. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, this fella Fellaini is amazing. When he went to Manchester United, everyone said he wasn't a Manchester United player, but he's a terrific player. He works like a dog. He's very, very effective. He makes goals, as he has there. He scores goals. He saves goals. That's him saving a goal. And we'll see him in a moment scoring a goal. He's a very, very...
They scored from this.
He's a great nuisance. Yeah,
they scored from his defending on the near post, didn't they?
He's a beautiful nuisance, and he's always in play. Whether you have the ball, whether you don't have the ball, he'll be there and thereabouts. So I think he's got a huge part to play tonight. You see him taking the ball there off the Brazilian, and he just plays the simple pass. David Moyes took him to Old Trafford, and John Giles, to his eternal credit, said to me, "That's a good buy." And he's proved to be a good buy, and he was supposed to be leaving Manchester United this summer. Now they've given him a new contract because Mourinho reckons he's indispensable, and he is indispensable. I think he's a hero. I love him. I really do.
He's still, because Man United fans, Richie, I know from, reading various things, they're still divided about him. And even when the news of the 2-year contract extension was announced, there was some Man United fans who were not happy, others who were.
And I can understand why. Beautiful nuisance is probably the best way I've heard him be described. But in this team, his inclusion in this team allows De Bruyne to get in more advanced areas, so I think he's crucially important to how Martinez wants to set up, whatever way that system is going to be. But he's frustrating at times because he does what appears to be the basic part of the game badly, but he's very, very effective at what he does.
Liam, he's a cult hero.
He is.
Yeah, which means that not many people like you. But they're great people.
Well, you love him, and he'll be... you love him for sure. Liam, I just want to ask you about Thierry Henry, his presence. And he's a kind of very low-profile presence on the Belgian bench, but it seems to have messed with the French heads a little bit, or would that be the way you see it?
Well, it could be. It could be. Well, he's a huge personality in France, a big part of the team that won in '98. So you wouldn't want him on the opposition bench, and if he's bringing what he brought to goal scoring to this forward line that Belgium have got, well, he'd be invaluable. But, I don't think it's about the coaches now. It's going to be all about the players. And when they go on that pitch now, they've got to be able to handle the occasion, semi-final of the World Cup.
There's a large part of Belgian culture that is the Walloons. They are French-speaking, and that's a big potential split. So I would think for that reason alone, Henry's presence is huge. And Hazard would be of the French disposition, De Bruyne of the Dutch, Flemish. So that's a thing that has always dogged that country and still dogs it. So he may be important in that regard.
I saw Giroud going down and wishing all the Belgian players best of luck just about 60 seconds ago. How do you see this, Richie? Who's your money on?
It's very tight to call, but the clash is out. Pogba up against Fellaini, how's Kante going to deny space to De Bruyne, and Hazard and company up against Giroud. So difficult to call. I wouldn't be surprised if we get penalties.
Well, I was going to go for Belgium until I heard the words tactical genius. I'd stay with Belgium, despite the manager.
Liam?
Definitely Belgium. I think they've got the better players, they've got the better forward line, and I think set pieces might be the key to them winning as well, with Fellaini, company and Chadley going up for corner kicks. And we've seen now that there's no pulling going on at corners. The defenders are very, very frightened to do it, and I think Fellaini and company, they might just be the winning of the match at a corner kick.